As Native people, we're very spiritual people. Flora and the fauna definitely is related to our projects, whether they're mountains or what have you. All of these are important to what we do, and definitely it's no different here at Pascua Yaqui.
This is turning a page on our history, marking a new start for us as far as new designs, new expectations, raising the level of our commitment to our tribal members. We know that they need housing and they want safe, affordable housing, but why not give them the best as far as looks, as far as usability, as far as making it something that everybody can be proud of.
This project is the Pascua Yaqui Housing Project number 7. We have 50 units that we are working on right now, and we've got, I believe, 6 or 7 of forming the concrete foundations for it, and got majority of the site work completed, and the architecture on it is very nice. It's going to be attractive. It's going to be a showcase for Pascua Yaqui, and absolutely it's the latest and greatest technologies, and even in the industry as it pertains to construction. We are definitely thrilled to be building this project for Pascua Yaqui.
The tribe's a little bit unique in that a lot of the membership is here in Tucson, in the reservation, but we also have a big community in Guadalupe by Tempe. We also have other communities in Tucson, South Tucson, Old Pascua, in Marana, in Scottsdale area, we call Benjamo. So as any construction project, there's a lot of upfront work, development, ideas, imagination. And so the 40 acres is what we were assigned from the land department to housing to develop for residential purposes. So it began, several years back, going through council, going through our community, getting input on how it should look, the development itself. Once we got closer to having that final product, then the next challenge was, to find money to start building houses and the infrastructure and all that goes with it. So that seemed like something that we weren't sure how it was going to happen. We've also have experience in doing low-income housing tax credits. And so that was an avenue for us on this particular project, that we were able to apply for housing tax credits and to be able to build 50 single-family homes. So that was pretty big for us.
NEZ FCI really challenges its own self in hiring Native members and trying to get the largest participation as we can to get involvement on any projects that we do on Native country. Some of the subcontractors are from here, from Pascua Yaqui, that we've got them working on their own project, and it's really a special thing when that happens. I think as a working unit, a working group, you begin to own projects, and definitely there is a lot of pride and ownership in a project of this magnitude.
I'm from a little town called Snowflake, Arizona, and some of my best friends, their father worked for the BIA, and there was housing in Snowflake for Native American people to come and get an education at our high schools and in our schools. So there were over 200 dormitory students that we interacted with in our school district. So everybody I played ball with, everybody I interacted with, were a lot of them were mostly Navajo kids that came to go to school. So that's why my love for the people is because I grew up with them. Well, this project, like I say, we're just getting started, and things are going very well. Being able to work with some of the tribal subcontractors and stuff, I've done a lot of that as we empower the people to, mentor through us and our subcontractors, through the TERO departments and things like that, to bring employment to the people of the specific tribe. So that's something that we're proud of. And over my career in working in Native American country, that I'm very proud to say that most of the workforce has been about 90% Native. And that's what we try to accomplish on our projects, because we know why we're here and we know what we're trying to do to help the people. And we always try to err on the side of let's give anybody a chance to learn, even if they might not know everything about it. Let's mentor them, let's show them. And it works, And there's nothing greater for me whenever I go anywhere on the Navajo reservation or Apache reservation. Somebody will come back and say, hey Rick, these are my kids and we're living here, and it's great. That's why I do it.
That council wants us to promote home ownership and to look for opportunities. And so we feel like this is a step that will allow people that are used to renting to become familiar with taking care of a house and then eventually owning a house. But we also see that new generations are looking for home ownership versus rentals. And so they want to make that jump, but sometimes they're not prepared, financially or educationally to maintain a house. So we felt this is a great opportunity for us to put somebody in a nice house, get them used to owning the house, and eventually becoming that owner of that house. We want the project to be something that's visually appealing, that feels modern, that people can feel proud of as far as living in it and knowing that it'll be theirs down the road.
They're using the funding sources available to be able to have people have ownership of their homes, and that makes a big difference. And there's nothing more fulfilling to have somebody come out of a really harsh condition where they were living and then have a brand new house. And there's nothing better. It's beautiful. It's impressive when the people take ownership. It's very, very cool.
We feel with council support that they fully supported this project, and we feel really excited that once they see the end product, they're going to want to support other projects like this. On this 40 acres, we're going to have more lots to build on. And so again, we're planning for a future project. So if we're awarded, that one's going to be a townhome style, where it can be a smaller family. And so again, that'll give options of a larger family with a single family residence, standalone, or a smaller family, or somebody that wants to be in a smaller type house. So then these townhomes will also give that opportunity. And again, making sure everything matches as far as looks and making it a big master community. There will still be spaces there to build other things, and so yes, we're in the process of looking for monies and to develop all that, so that this 40 acres becomes a really nice modern type subdivision with what people are looking for nowadays. I think as far as the Pascua Yaqui Tribe, we've tried to be, I feel, innovative. The council's always supported, the different projects that we're trying to do as far as housing. And so we're really happy that they're supporting this. And I think we all feel like this is turning a page on our history too, that it's marking a new start for us as far as new designs, new expectations, raising the level of our commitment to our tribal members, because we know that they need housing and they want safe, affordable housing, but why not give them the best as well, as far as looks, as far as usability, and as far as making it something that everybody can be proud of, versus just, okay, here's a little plain Jane house and there you are. So we feel really excited about it, and we think this will in turn make us go for things that are bigger that we can't maybe imagine at this point, but we know that we can do it now after we see this happen.
Finding and helping and assisting, that's what NEZ FCI is about. We're not a type of contractor that will just wait for an RFP or an RFQ to come out. I feel like it's my responsibility to get out there and to help and see how I can help. Because if we don't do that, then something's wrong. We're not doing our job as servants to the nations in the greater Southwest. And I feel that that's important to me. In that, I've made some contact down here years ago, And little did I know that I was going to be back in these parts years later to have an opportunity, and just thrilled to be here and to change lives. That's what it's about. I've had some of these interviews to where we had talked about, and the biggest thing is, there's just so much passion that goes into construction, not just from myself, but the team. It's the team. It's the superintendents. It's the engineers that really make a project happen. And, and we've got a bunch of great guys, native and non-native as well. And, just making a difference on Indian country.